Corey and Denise from Does Size Matter, and we have a cool review for you today. We are going to do the Newmar Baystar Sport. So this one's just a little bit different, and we'll tell you what the differences are. We're super excited to show it to you. So as always, remember that everything we're telling you, mine and Corey's opinion, based on the research that we do and the way that we use an RV, and that might be different for you, and that's okay. We have our resources in the description below for the RV Reviews research tool that we use and you can link to and use as well. We've also started including timestamps and a currency converter down in the description, so that'll help you get to the part you want to be at, and it will help you to change the price around so that you know what it is in your dollars. As well, don't forget to click the link at the end that will take you to the nuts and bolts construction of how the Newmar Baystar would be built, and we'll take you on another adventure or something there. So make sure you click those at the end. But today we want to tell you some more about this particular rig. So I want to point out as well that this is for Richard. Richard, if you're out there, we finally are doing the Baystar Sport for you. Richard's one of our viewers. We always take requests from folks, and whenever we can fit them in, we do. So this one is a request for Richard. So hope you like it, hope it helps you out. Coming around, you do still get the solid surface countertops that are very nice. It's these are the types of things that just because you went with the Sport instead of the regular Baystar, you still get. Like, these are wonderfully nice. You also have a double stainless undermount sink that is good. I like it. I think that it needs these covers because there's not a ton of countertop space in here. The tap is a very nice tap, but it's a bit low. I think I would rather it to be higher, but it is a sprayer. So that's nice. And then look at this. So this is all like totally at my reach, right? I can reach everything in there. Well, that goes way back, but you could just put stuff in bins back there. Nice cabinetry, nice doors, window, very nice backsplash, real tile. Big microwave. It is not convection, but that's okay. This is a Dometic 3-burner propane cooktop that's quite high and doesn't have a cover over it. So in this particular situation, I would rather it be set down a little more and have the cover, because there's the edge of your sink and there's your countertop space. You know how I feel about countertop space. So yeah, I think it would be valuable to have a cover on this. But it also has an oven. So that's nice because the microwave is not convection, so you need an oven. Below that, wow, that's a pots and pans cupboard, right? That is a residential size pots and pans cupboard. I love that. And they're nicely built. They're on the roller gliders. They extend all the way. I don't think they're soft close though. Okay, what do we get here? So drawers. Oh, they are soft close. You get 4 of them with the bottom one. Oh, so the bottom one is just smaller. But otherwise, they're quite large. Liking that. Under the sink is pretty decent storage. I mean, I'd probably end up putting my garbage can there. So that kind of eats up all that. And then those are lower. But you know what you could put down here would be things like cookie sheets and pans and things like that. That would work good. Something I'm not in love with is the fact that they've got carpet in this slide. That is standard. People are probably tired of hearing me say that. But I wish they wouldn't have carpet in a kitchen. I'm going to make a mess of that. Corey would also make a mess of that. We do like the rest of the flooring though. This is nice vinyl flooring. So I like that. And then coming back, let's take a look at the fridge. This is a big fridge. Wow. And it would be, holy, I don't know, 12 cubic feet? We'll check it out. We'll figure it out. So, love the fridge. Love the height. I know a lot of you out there might complain because you got to get way down here to actually get into the bottom of it. So I hear that. I'm okay with that. I'd rather have it lower than higher. The other thing that I'm not really in love with is the divided freezer. The reason, because then you can put longer things in if they're not divided. This is the Norcold, and so, I mean, some brands just do this and others don't. If anybody out there knows the answer, like is it more efficient? Is that the reason they do it? I'm not really sure. But if you actually know, I'd love to hear what the answer is. So let's go back over here because there's more drawers. Big ones again. Wow, they really know how to make a drawer, hey? And they're strong, and they're on these long roller gliders. Like you can put a lot of stuff in there. And there's another one, equal as big. And then there's another cabinet that's quite big, and you can reach well too. So, I mean, and you gotta love the cabinetry that they got. Above those drawers is this shelf area, which is just kind of nice, and then it has the big TV. I'll figure that out. I have no idea. And then there's some storage above this big TV. Oh, I see. So it's got some electronics in there. Good thing, because I'm not going to reach it otherwise. Beside it, more storage. Can anybody see what's in there? I have no idea. So those of you watching, give me a comment. Tell me what's in there. Then we're in the dinette, which is quite nice. I like the decor fabric here. I like the seats. They'll be easy to keep clean. I love the solid surface table. I like the size of the table. And this is all going to make down into a bed, right? So it gives you even more sleeping space. I love the window. You get the pleated blinds here that just pull down and push up. And then these windows will also open. There we go. So you get some airflow as well. LED lighting. All nice. Oh, electrical, and there's also switches on that side. And I'm going to try and let you see what's in here. So the truth of the matter is, in order for us to actually use these, we would have to stand on the furniture. But I can't call that too much of a negative, because in the Beaver, I have to stand on the furniture to get at the cupboards above the couch. So I guess not that big of a deal. What I did also notice, let me get my shoes back on here, is underneath the seat. Oh, how cool is that? I love that. I also like this sort of frame for the seat. I don't know. Seems a bit different, and it's nice, and I like it. So that's all pretty good. I saw something else in here that I hadn't noticed before, but I want to show you guys. We'll get to the cockpit, but I see they've got the bed that comes down. Now that's going to be electric, I think. Yep, here's the button right here. I will see if I can find out more information on like a weight rating for that, but in case you needed more sleeping area here, which I definitely would not. But if you wanted, you would have another bunk there, and you wouldn't have to make down your dinette or your couch. So that, I do see value in that. And you probably can get the Sport without it. But it does make it a little more of a family rig. It's a good size for a family rig, and you could have a few more people in here. So that's very cool. While we're up there looking around, why don't we also have a look at the ceiling, because it's got puck lighting, which I like. It's not blingy. There's not a lot to clean and take care of. It's good light. And then you can see all this venting, which we learned is for AC, the sucking and blowing parts of the AC. So it goes all the way down the rig. So that's cool too. So now Oh, plus I want to mention the vent in the kitchen. You always need a vent in the kitchen, so I like that. But now I want to take you into the bathroom, which is just off of the stove and the fridge. And has one of my favorite features. So I like the pocket door. I mean, it's out of the way, right? And it's not, I don't know, you don't have to open it either way. It doesn't have that middle thing. It's just either in or out. So I like that. Let's start in the shower. Decent sized shower. There it goes there. It's got a little sunroof. That's the height. This is a one-piece plastic surround and a one-piece base. They have caulked it lovely. I just love that. That makes me feel so much better. They say you don't need to, and maybe you don't. But why not? I love that. Fixtures, they're pretty average. I do like the glass door. More so than the roll-out one or a curtain. I do like that. Moving on to the counter here. I do like this a lot. There's more space in here. There's a nice countertop area, a decent size sink, average taps, great level for the mirror, storage, more storage, kind of hard to reach, but you could put bins and things in there, and then more upper storage there. So that all is good. Let's go down. Oh, you do get a towel rack there too. I do like having a place for a hand towel to be. Moving down underneath the sink, little bit of storage, and the toilet paper holder. So these are just minor things, just things I've learned through experience. When the toilet paper is here and you close that, imagine a big roll on there. Are you one of those people that gets the double, triple roll? It's on there, so it's sticking out, right? So that does have an effect on what's on the inside, because you have to leave room for that roll of toilet paper. The beauty is that this bathroom is big enough that you could put a stand-up roll thing or something like that. You also get a nice, fairly large drawer there. So I like that. And there's two more drawers over here. Right? Look at that. They're great size for a bathroom. Yeah, both of them. What's this? What do we got in here, folks? Okay, here. What I know is that this belongs in the fridge, not the bathroom. But it's just another cabinet, right? That you can fit in, and they've got it on this type of door because the toilet's there. But, you know, that would be great storage for cleaning supplies and toilet paper and all of those kinds of things. Although I'll put the crisper back. Because you know what? Somebody put that crisper there and said, I'll remember that it's there and I'll know where it is. And if I move it, they'll be like, where is the crisper? So, Dometic foot flush, porcelain toilet. Lots of room when you're sitting on it, right? This is a good bathroom. You've got a vent, you've got AC ducting, and lots of good LED lighting. There is electric over here and all the switches. There's heat venting in here. So, I mean, it has everything that you need. So, and what I like is that it's accessible for everybody. Because I've seen some where you kind of had to go in the bedroom to go to the bathroom, and so this is accessible for everybody. Then we move into the master bedroom. This is big, right? And that's because, remember, this part is in that super slide that goes all the way, and this part slides out to that other slide. And what I really like is that this is going to be a residential queen. I think the other Baystar we might have looked at maybe had a king. And I know some of you want kings, and you can, well, I don't know if you could get a king in here, because when I look at the width of the slide there, kings are not something that Corey and I would spend money or space on. So this is a great bed for us. We like it. You can walk all the way around up to here. We do have a nightstand. It's little and it's way over here, but it's better than some I've seen. Slider windows on either side, switches, and puck lighting. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but there's a little hole thing there. And if this is the same, let me take my shoes off. If this is the same as another one that I saw, yeah, up in this storage, there's a plug-in, and then there's this little hole that you could run a cord down to. So I guess I could plug in my phone or something like that. It's not the most ideal, but it's better than nothing. Let me just see if there's any other sort of USB or electrical underneath. No, there's not. So I do think that's the one you'd want to, or you would use. Let's have a little peek underneath this bit. Storage. So that's good. And then this is a great window. I would love having this window. You want to make sure it's shut, of course, when you're changing and that kind of thing. What do we have here? Oh, access panels. So that's good. All your breakers and things. There's a heat ducting in the floor. And then if we move around to this side, so this is the end of that big, oh, I like this closet. Mostly I like it because it's really reachable for us. This must be the extra cushion maybe for the dinette bed, but I'd have to put it someplace else because obviously I'd need that space. Then, and I don't love these mirrors because they're darkened. I don't know why people do that. Drawers. So that's good, 2 of those. And 2 more, a little bigger. Actually, there's 3 more of these. And, oh, just another one. Oh, and this has cable and those kinds of hookups and electrical too, because you do get this nice sort of area that you could sit at or whatever with a TV window. So it's all nice. And switches there. So some of you are probably asking, like, why aren't these brought out to here? Like, why is this not? So this is as good a time as any. Oh, before we go to that though, I just want to point out that you do have AC ducting and LED lighting in here. And then in the floor is where the heat venting is. So back to this. The reason that this is like this is because when these 2 slides come together, there has to be room for everything. So the mattress, when it comes in, is going to slide right into here, and this will be underneath it. So that's how that works. So then you have to say, what can you access? So let's go out and talk about it in the living area so that you can get the full idea. Because remember, this whole big slide is coming in. How far? This is the depth of it. Probably not even, you know what? No. It's not. That's bigger. Let's look at it from this side. So this is the actual depth of this slide. It's not that deep, but there's parts that are sticking out. So when that comes in, it's probably coming to about there. But then this part of the couch is going to stick out beyond that. So, I mean, we're thinking, so if we're into about there and then out to about here, okay? So if that's running through, this is not a slide, so that's okay. So you're going to be able to come in, you're going to be able to sit here. I don't know that there's enough room to make it up for a bed, but you could sit there. You've got the dinette that can make up into a bed. Remember, you've got that one that can make up into a bed. I can walk all the way down here. So this is sticking out no further than the couch. I would have complete access to my kitchen. I can get in the bathroom and I can open my fridge and I can get into this bed. Now, I'm not going to be able to get into those drawers or that cabinet. I might be able to get into the cabinet depending on how fluffy my bedding is. but I could climb into this bed. So really, this is super functional with the super slide and the bed slide in. And I think that's pretty cool. That's the Cracker Barrel factor, folks. You can go to Cracker Barrel, you won't have to open up a single thing, and you can have all the access you want. Into the cockpit, I guess the main thing I want to point out is gone are the days of the big hump in the front for a gas motor. Also, I want to mention that when you're on that smaller chassis and this motor is not working as hard all the time, it's going to be much quieter up here than traditional gas Class A's have been. So I'm sure everyone will appreciate that. What else? Okay, I talked to Lauren, the sales guy here at Travelland, and he was telling me that this is indeed an option. And it is a single bed, just so you know how big it is up there. And I will look for dimensions and that kind of thing too. But let's take a look at my seat. First of all, very nice upholstery here. And I like the size of these seats. Like some of the bigger diesel pushers, I mean, Courtney and I could sit comfortably in. The seat is so huge, and I don't like that huge seat. I like a seat that fits me well. So this is really nice for the back. It fits me well this way. It'll be adjustable. It does not have a foot thing, which that kind of saddens me because I don't have one in the Beaver, and I would really like one. But it's very comfortable. It's got a little desk thing here, which I do like because it gets to the center of me so I could work on my computer without having to be twisted. I do love this big window. It's not tinted. I can see through it well. What I don't like is that awning is there. Now, obviously, when it's pushed in tight, you probably don't notice it quite so much. I got a cup holder. My seat belt is reaching. Oh, that's another thing. So, you know, there are seat belts in the couch and in the dinette for your passengers. So, yeah, this is all very comfortable. There's a light here, switch down here. Seems good to me. I'd love to show you the view out there, but it is so bright that we wouldn't be able to film in here if we had that open. What do we got up here? Storage, right? Yeah, more storage and more storage. That's good. I'm noticing these fans. So I'm just thinking general air circulation, or is there no dash? I guess these are the only little vents in the dash, right?
Was there nothing up top? Like up by the window?
Oh yeah, there is. So maybe it's just adding extra circulation of air around in this cab area. So that's interesting. And then next, I'm going to pass you guys off to Corey because he knows more about driving and cockpits and that kind of stuff than I do.
Good thing you closed those overhead bins. I don't want to bump my head.
For sure. You're safe, I promise.
Okay, so in the cockpit of this F53 chassis that Newmar has used, and it's not specific to Newmar, many coaches of this size use this chassis. This has been redesigned for 2020. I can't help but think they kind of missed the boat a little bit when they did the redesign. I think they could have done better. Like I said before, any vehicle that I go in these days, I can manage with minimal, just a backrest, that's it. The steering wheel is adjustable, but it just is not very adjustable, like that's it. So it doesn't allow me to get to the pedals comfortably. I guess maybe I need to go to Ford, maybe an NBA guy needs to go to Ford, and this is the criteria. Fit these two people in here, and you'll be able to fit everybody in between. So maybe I need to do that. I don't know. Just like I said, most vehicles are good these days. So a little bit disappointed there, but it is what it is. It'll fit most people. With a few mods, I could make it work. It's not the end of the world.
Are the pedals adjustable?
I don't see any adjustment on this. You probably, maybe it's an option to get adjustable pedals, but I mean, which could help. But really, this steering wheel needs to go further forward is the biggest thing. It's a bit bigger steering wheel, and it just doesn't go forward far enough for me. Again, I'm complaining about me. That's all.
Right, but you have nothing. No mods, nothing in the Beaver.
None, no. Or in any vehicle that, modern day vehicle that I drive. I take my backrest with me, and that's all I need. Would have been nice if they could have accommodated the adjustment that every other vehicle has these days. Right. But whatever, that's fine. They also could have, you know, this area here, it's quite a reach. I mean, yes, I have shorter arms, but it should be out here. Like it just should be more ergonomic for the driver, I think. Again, it's not a Newmar specific, it's a chassis specific. Everything's here, everything's functional. You know, you got your auto leveling here. You've got some buttons over here for your generator, some lights, traction control, hazards. It's kind of a standard truck dash, cruise control. Functional, just could have been more ergonomically designed, I think. But that's just my opinion.
Next, I've got the numbers for the 2021 Newmar Baystar Sport for Richard. And it's the 3014 that we're looking at here today. So let me show you or tell you what they are. The length comes in at 30 foot 11 inches, the width 101.5 inches, the height 12.4 inches, and the interior width of 95.5 inches. The interior height is at 80 inches, and the gray tank is at 60 gallons. The black is at 40 gallons, and the fresh is at 75 gallons. The propane, 25 gallons. The furnace is at 35,000 BTUs. The water heater, 6 gallons. And 2 house batteries, but it doesn't tell me what kind of batteries they are, but it says the total amp hours are at 120. The gross front axle weight rating is at 7,500 pounds, and the rear is at 13.5, which takes us to that 20,500 pound GVW. 196 inch wheelbase, and the approximate net cargo carrying capacity comes in at 3,270 pounds. So then there's one last number for us to look at. And so the MSRP is coming in at $184,622, but Lauren here at Travelland and the Langley Bypass says that they would sell it today for $173,000. So there's a bit of a savings there. So if this is the one for you, we hope we've helped you to understand the differences between the Sport and the regular Baystar. I mean, this is a great family rig. Yeah, it would be fun to have. Let us know if you're going to get this one, and I hope it helped you out, Richard. Don't forget to click the links here at the end to get to the construction video or some other cool adventure that we went on someplace, sometime. And then, yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Thanks for watching.